Welcome back. So we discussed about the display devices. Now we are going to talk about some actuators and we are going to start with DC motors. So what is a DC motor? It's a rotatory electrical motor that will convert your DC electrical energy into a mechanical energy in rotatory form. The forces are produced by magnetic field and it can be assembled with or without gears. So DC motors are available in a different sizes and shapes. Some of them comes assembled with gears. Some of them we have to attach external gears. Some of them can work without gears. As per the application, we choose a particular DC motor. So how does a DC motor work? Well, that's pretty easy. If you have a current carrying conductor and you keep it inside a magnetic field, it will gain torque and there will be a tendency to move in circular motion. We can say that when electrical and magnetic field interact with each other, then mechanical forces are generated. Depending on the polarity of your magnets and the direction of current, the motor will rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise. So how do we connect the motor? We said that we have to take care of the polarity. We have to match the terminals of motor with the correct polarity of our battery or power source. If we connect positive with positive and negative with negative, it will turn in clockwise direction. So here if you see, I have connected the red terminal with red and black with black. That means positive with positive and negative with negative. So it's running at a positive RPM, that means clockwise. On the other hand, if I connect them in the opposite way, then the motor will turn at a negative RPM with the same speed. So now when we know that how to connect the motors, we may have a question whether just connecting the DC motor to the Arduino output is sufficient. Well, that is not the case. The current given by Arduino is not sufficient to drive motors and take load. So now in that case we have to use current amplifiers. H-bridge is the circuit level configuration for a current amplifier, and in the form of an IC it is called L293D. L293D can come as a single IC where you have the options of connecting 4 inputs and getting the 4 corresponding outputs. This IC can operate at a different voltage also. So that means if your Arduino output is normally 5 volt and you want to control a 12 volt motor, now to this IC you can give power as 12 volt. This IC comes as a package also from different manufacturer, and this will also have the same facility. That means you can control 4 motors using the single IC. Now we are going to test the connections of DC motors with and without L293D on Tinkercad.